Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing this morning? I'm so glad you are here this morning. I'm so glad that I have you as my accountability partner, my training partner for this mental toughness conditioning. I look forward to you every single morning. Sometimes I get up in the morning and think, why am I doing all this? Then I think of you, and I get to connect. I get the privilege to connect with you. And isn't that what good workout partners are for in the gym? Right? Yeah, sure, it's good if they can pace you and lift you and say one more rep and all that kind of stuff. But just the fact that you have to stay accountable to them. You don't want to let them down. All right? You show up to the gym on time. You got to be there for your training partner. And sometimes that's what we need. That's what we need just to do the things we want to do. Just that little bit of accountability to someone other than ourselves. It gets us to do the things that we should, and that's what you are. You're my accountability partner. I want you to be the same. I want you to be addicted to this process of just two men, a little bit older, going through the journey of life, just checking in. I'm just giving you some things to think about. I don't have all the answers to life. I'm figuring out life as I go along too. And even if I figured out some things, and I share some things that I figured out, or some of the men who I coach have figured out, there's always a higher level, right? We could talk about this stuff every single day and take it to higher and higher levels and break it down. I just give you some things to think about that I know that you're going through. So many men, they say, hey, what you're talking about, today's morning connection is exactly what I needed, exactly what I was going through, because I have so much experience talking to guys just like you. That's what I do all day long. So I'm so glad that I can bring that to you. And even if the message that I talk about during this morning connection, or even if it doesn't hit you right where you need it, or you don't think it may apply to your life today, it's planting a seed. It'll be there just ready for you when you do run into those challenges, because these are the most common challenges. Life has challenges. Life is about overcoming obstacles. The next level for whatever you want more of in life, more achievement, more accomplishment, more fulfillment, the feelings and emotions that you want. It's just 1, 2, 5 challenges away. Our life is overcoming obstacles, and these are the mental and emotional strategies. Maybe some actual execution strategies to get through those challenges, to take your life to the next level, to take our lives to the next level. I'm so glad you're here. I want you to become addicted to this process. Can't wait for the morning connection music to come on, see my face, see what we're talking about, to just spend this time all about you. Then we're done, just like a workout. Sometimes you don't feel like working out, and you get yourself to go, and you feel so great that you did, you're right, and then you get that feeling of accomplishment. And I used to train in the morning. I still train in the morning, right? And you just feel so good that you got something that most people won't do, can't do. You got it out of the way first thing in the morning. You got that sense of accomplishment, that endorphin rush, that dopamine rush. It's that sense of satisfaction to start your day. Well, that's what we're doing here with this daily ritual, this morning connection, this morning ritual, our habit, our discipline, our mental toughness, conditioning, exercise. That's what this is all about. I am so glad you are here. In this morning connection, I want to talk about how to stop being disappointed in others. How to stop being disappointed in others. That's what I want to talk about and more during our morning connection. Now, this is one distinction that when I really understood it fully, it was another one of these distinctions that really took my life to the next level. Sometimes you want to work so hard. You have these expectations of yourself. You can count on yourself, right? And when you don't come through, right? Sometimes we're empathetic. Sometimes we're too empathetic to ourselves, right? All right, but we're driving hard. We feel in control of ourselves. But this in life, the best feelings and emotions, the best experience, you're going to have to work with other people. You're going to have to depend on other people, whether it's for love and connection, family, business, whether you work for somebody, you're going to have to depend on someone for your upward mobility. If you have your own business, your clients, your customers, your vendors, those type of things. I talk about this all the time. The Tony Robbins phrase: the quality of our lives is the quality of our relationships with other people. And we can only do so much ourselves. We're going to have to depend on other people. And how well we do that, there's always higher and higher levels to that. We can grind. We can be disappointed in others. We can push others. We can wonder, why don't they get it? We can do all of that, or we can take control of our life. And the more understanding, the more we can work it, life is just going to be so much easier. That was one lesson I had to learn, is that, I'm only going to accomplish so much myself. I'm only going to accomplish so much myself. I had to become more mentally and emotionally flexible and understand people that the world didn't revolve around my thoughts. Where did my thoughts and my rules and my beliefs even come from? And were those the final rules written in the rule book of how humans should conduct themselves, according to Skip, right? And I'm joking, but a lot of times we have those. Sometimes we have those beliefs that the way we think people should act, or the way we decide to act, is the way everybody should think and act. That's all leads to what I'm talking about, being disappointed in others. And it's probably one of the biggest breakthroughs for me, is that a couple things. Number one is there's a lot of things in life that it would be great to get the help of other people. It's just, how much do we expect them to come through? How much do we expect them to do this and do that for us? And what I learned is that so much is under my control, my energy, my follow through, my crack in the code. I can take care of most of this myself if I'm depending. Why would I get disappointed with other people? Is it their job to get me focused, to get me to follow through, to make the perfect conditions for me? So the expectations, that's what it's going to come down to. What do you expect from other people? Because the higher your expectations in every situation that you have for other people, the more you're going to be let down. You want to be let down by other people? Have expectations. And are those expectations, are they will? Well, I guess that's for you to decide. The question is, do you find yourself constantly disappointed in other people? Could be something in your expectations. All right, if it's not working, you got to consider that, those beliefs. But like I said, what I've learned to understand is that most of this I can take care of myself, and other people just augment my efforts. Again, it's a little shift in perspective, but it really changes those expectations. It makes me feel more in control. And again, you get disappointed in other people a lot less when you don't even have those expectations. Here's the other thing too. I coach a lot of guys, and whether it's with their marriages, or business or whatever, when they get disappointed in other people, a lot of times it comes down to again what our rules, our beliefs, our opinions about how the world should work, how people should act in certain situations. All right, doesn't everybody know that? That's what they should act. That's what I do. Don't they know that I want them to act that way? Why should I have to tell them that? All right, and we can talk about a lot of situations, but a lot of times, how are they supposed to know? Did they, have a dog Fluffy like you who did this back when you were 10? Did their parents always insist on this? A lot of times our rules are based on our experiences through life, and they're very unique to us. Now, they make sense to us. I'm not saying to compromise your values, what you want out of life, you expect out of other people necessarily, but to assume that other people know these complex rules that you have, just that belief. Doesn't everybody know that? Also gets complicated because a lot of times, and I talk about this, I have this memoirs of this book that I've been writing for a long time, and it's called It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. It talks about, a lot of the things that, that what I learned through, my dedication to bodybuilding and all the positive things, but a lot of things that challenged me in the rest of my life, right? And I talk about this integrity gap illusion delusion. And what that means is we look at ourselves and we're the epitome, the pinnacle of integrity. We do things always right under every conditions because that's who we are. Integrity. And we have that belief in ourselves. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not perfect. Most people can admit they're not perfect. So even in all those things that we show up on time, we always do what we say, we'll always come through, right? Because we have so much integrity, right? We do have conditions where we don't come through. But in those situations, come on, nobody comes through 100% of the time. We are forgiving for ourselves, and maybe we should. Right, but we overestimate our level of integrity. I kind of see that a lot. When I look on the internet, I'm thinking, what are you talking about, right? We do a track record of our standards of our level of integrity. It's just that we grade ourselves sometimes too high. right? Well, that's not the challenge all by itself. The challenge is when we look at other people as constantly disappointing us. We question everybody else's integrity, or their work ethic, their follow through, their intentions, all this. And we're too tough of a grader on other people, right? We give ourselves breaks. We're too tough of a grader on them. And it creates what I call the integrity gap illusion delusion, right? There's a big giant gap because we grade ourselves too easily. We're too tough on them. And what does that lead to? Just being disappointed in other people. They're not meeting our expectation. Why aren't they getting it? Man, I'll tell you, when I started to understand other people's world and my world, and where did my rules come from that they have to, how will they even know them? Right? That alone, when you open up, I mean, you start understanding that a lot of your expectations of other people, you're getting disappointed in other people. It's just your own stuff. It's just your own stuff. That being disappointed in other people, it's your expectations. They're all out of whack. Sometimes we don't have that empathy and warmth that we have for ourselves than other people, right? We get disappointed with those expectations, right? Here's the other thing that I learned, and this is a big part of how to stop being disappointed in others, is that regardless of wherever you are in the game, so to speak, the process, your journey, whether you're getting along with somebody or not, whether it's a bad relationship that you want to definitely make better, or you're frustrated that it's not better, or it's average that you want to make better, or it's good that you want to make even better. The game is always in play, and you are in control of the game with how you influence and persuade people, how you climb into the world, how you meet their values. Is the game winnable? So even if somebody is disappointing you now, they're falling below your expectations, do you stay poised? Do you stay calm? And do you think of a way how to lead them to where you want to go? Because you know that's the best place for both of you, right? Obviously, you're a force for good, right? But do you get so disappointed, the energy goes down? They know, even if you keep your mouth shut, they know you're disappointed in them. I talk to so many guys, well, they don't know what I'm thinking. They know what you're thinking. The body language changes. The facial expressions change. The tone of your voice changes. The whole energy drops when you get disappointed in them. Trust me, they know that you're disappointed in them. And that's just going to change the whole relationship. What I'm saying is what you're perceiving as being disappointment, that could be just an illusion. And if you are disappointed, whether you tell them or not, they know. Trust me, they know when people are into them. They know when people are excited. They know when people, they're getting charged up by their energy, and they also know when people are disappointed. So whether you think you're sly about it, well, they don't know. Yes, they know about that disappointment. If you're going to be disappointed, just make sure it's well-founded, because that is going to dictate the direction of the relationship, whether you realize it or not. And a lot of times there's no need to be disappointed, and you're still in control. You can influence and persuade them to their point of view. A lot of things to think about when you want to stop being disappointed in other people. If you feel that people continually let you down, you may have more control in the situation, more than you might think. Right? Some things to think about. Hey, if you love this type of introspection, this personal development that's specifically designed for older men with busy, productive lives, I've got a free gift for you. Now, a lot of men have been following me for years. Right? They knew me as the bodybuilder. I talked about bodybuilding and training. Very little you can assume what my personality was. Pretty much, pre-internet days. I didn't share, my thoughts unless it was directly related to bodybuilding and training. Right? They knew what my life, they got an impression of what my life is, and they've seen this growth. Right? A lot of guys, they say, wow, I came back, and I knew you as the bodybuilder. I saw you now. I love this morning connection stuff. I love this personal development stuff. This is the journey that I've gone on with my growth. I had a lot of coaches, a lot of seminars, put a lot of work into this behind the scenes, more than what you see as the body. And that's what I share with you. That's what I share with my men who go on these journeys with me for get clear on their goals, more imagination, to where they really want to go in life, and that accountability and strategies every single week. This is the type of these lessons that I share. A lot of things that I've learned from the masters, and I've gone through the journey of life if you respect some of the things I've accomplished. But what most men who are a little bit older, they say, wow, you're almost 57 years old. You even get up that so 2:30 in the morning to do this. What drives you? How do you have such passion and energy? Right? It's these thoughts that go through my head that are conditioned, that I have to work through all my challenges in life, just like you do. And when you have that freeing feeling, when you feel in control that the game is winnable, it changes everything. And I want to share with you the 15 most important life lessons that I've learned. It's what I call my 15 MANformation Steps. 15 MANformation Steps. It's a series of 15 videos that get dripped out to you every single day. You get access to this members-only website, a username and password, right? Fill out the questionnaire over at skiplacour.com/15. skiplacour.com/15, the numbers 1 and 5. Right? I want to give you this gift. If you like this passion and energy, you're a little bit like guys, they come to me just for that reason. They come to me sometimes for the workouts for older men, fitness tips. They love this personal development in this morning connection. But it's just that, they just, at this age, they want more excitement, more passion, a reason to get up. And they want some of this. And I tell you, these 15 MANformation Steps will really help you. How I evolved. It's some of my best life lessons. And I say this far because I'm always learning. Right? Go to skiplacour.com/15. You get instant access, lifetime access into this members-only website. I took the time over videos. They're like 10 to 20 minutes long with an explanation of the 15 best life lessons that I learned. If you love this morning connection, you're going to love going on this journey. Absolutely free. Go to skiplacour.com/1515. Fill out the questionnaire. Right? Tell me what your goals are, what you want more of. Tell me what you're loving about this. Tell me where did we meet? How long have you known me? I want to know more about you. All right? Tell me what you've done in the past, what your challenges are. All right? When you play all out, when you go to skiplacour.com/15, you fill out that questionnaire, and I can feel that you play it all out. Not only will you get access to these 15 life lessons, these 15 MANformation Steps, I'll reach out to you by text, by phone call, and we'll connect. See if there's anything I can do personally. I know you're getting a lot of this, from these morning connection shows. I get a lot of feedback. Guys, they're addicted to the process. It's our workout, right? But if you want maybe we can talk about your specific situation, right? Absolutely free. Just fill out that questionnaire. When I see that you play it all out, over at skiplacour.com/15, I'll reach out to you. All right? I love this connection that we have, obviously. I'm here every single morning. But if you really want to really take it to the next level faster, some distinctions that you're not seeing, I have this perspective working with so many people that, oh yeah, I get it. This. Yeah. Well, instant clarity. All right, so I want you to make sure that you really take advantage of my gift, my offer, and that is go to skiplacour.com/15. Let's go on these 15 MANformation Steps. If you love the passion and energy that I share in this morning connection, if you love this personal development that's specifically designed for older men with busy, productive lives, then you're going to love the 15 MANformation Steps. My gift to you, absolutely free. All right, so hey, let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. Let's take care of our physical bodies. Let's eat and train. We got one body. We've got to take care of it at this age. Let's produce for our family. Right? Connect, value, produce for the job, for our family, our legacy for others. Right? That's what we want to do today. Let's love, let's hug, let's connect with the people who are important to us, and maybe more people along the way. Right? Let's do that with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do in front. We got to seize every single day with that sense of urgency. That's what I'm here to remind you of every single day. Remember, everything in life works in patterns. Our biggest challenge, we talked about that. The feelings and emotions that we really want, that we're just out of our reach. It's just a challenge. It's just a puzzle that we have to figure out. Everything in life runs in patterns. Some are more complex than others, some that you get. Look at me. I got the pattern. I get it faster than other people. Some things, it seems like everybody's getting that pattern except for you. And it's going to take longer, but it's just a pattern that we can figure out. Our biggest challenge, if somebody's done it, we can do. It's just a pattern to figure out. We've got to be resourceful. We got to be gritty, but we got to be mentally and emotionally flexible. But there's a pattern for everything. You can figure out your biggest challenge. Even the pattern on how to stop being disappointed in others. Maybe I gave you a few pieces to the puzzle, a little insight, maybe to figure out that pattern yourself. Expect the best from yourself today. Expect the best from your efforts, and expect the best from other people. They're going to get you, and the value that you provide, the power, the passion, the energy, they're going to get you. How can they not get you? How can they not get you eventually? Because you are a force to be reckoned with. Have a great day.